How y'all doing, my people? I'm back with part two here of the one of Jason Graham's famous games, Big Country Baseball. Big Country Town Sports Baseball. This is really one of my, if not one of my favorite games of his collections. And this game is simple and real easy. Now, I was really checking out a little bit more into, I was going a little bit further into the dead ball. And I was watching, doing a lot of research and YouTube, and besides Jason Graham's dead ball video that he put out a few days ago, and I was watching all these different YouTube creators. There's a whole bunch of videos of it because I'm pretty sure it was a real great game, been out for so many years, and so I was just looking at it and I was just seeing how they played it, and I said, you know what? I'm definitely gonna play that game. I might, what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna create players first. Teams. Let's say it that way. Teams. And I know that Jason Graham, um, really, he was making all these single cards for each individual player. Giving them the ratings and all that. And I think that I'm not gonna be doing it that way because I think it's a bunch of waste of cards that you do, and not trying to criticize Jason. I mean, I respect what Jason does. He everybody has their own preference. The way of how they do things. But at the end of the day, he made a really amazing video explaining how to play it and everything. And I mean, Jason, he's a genius. At dice rolling tabletop games. So, but here, how I'm gonna do it. Well, not here, but in another video, I'll be showing you how I'll be creating my teams for Dead Ball. And I know pretty much, like I said, once again, thanks a lot, Don, for sending me those files um, for me to for the scoring charts, and all that stuff. And I'm definitely gonna use that. And I'm gonna giving them different ratings, and all this stuff, batting average, all that good stuff. So, but also I might be just adding a little bit of my own too, because there were some other things that I just didn't understand. But I mean, I understand like nearly 90% of the game, but there's some things that I still I was like, well, what do you do on this, and how do you put this? But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make it on my own. I'm gonna do little things that I'm gonna add, but other than that, I'll be playing the whole full complete game, a dead ball. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing here. We're here um, at the top of the fifth inning. We're about to start the fifth, and that's the Kirby Good Boys. They're up on the Southpole Stone Punishers, 1-0. Now, the thing about this game, baseball games, is that you're really not going to get a lot of scoring. Not on a lot of them. You might have some games that you are going to have a lot of runs, and really the reason why is because the possibility of rolling this dice is D10 and D100, and for you to get at least a good result, a single or a double or triple or even a home run, is really something real challenging, and it just kind of it makes it. I mean, makes it's real difficult, right? But of course, if you're able to roll this dice is pretty good, and you're able to roll extremely low, then you're definitely gonna have a good day. You're gonna be out there batting real good and just getting a lot of base hits and getting some runners, in the home plate. But like I said, uh, this kind of baseball games like this one's, and even dead ball, and even the great, one of my other friends, Brian from Clark Addison Games, he also has a lot of great baseball dice rolling games. And sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it's difficult to get some scoring runs because of how sometimes like the possibility is, I might say that it's over more than 50% that you're always going to roll high, extremely high. So you really have to do your best, right? If you have a team here that you created, you want to do your best in how to roll extremely low in order for you to get some good results. So here we go. All right, enough talking. Let's try to make this video a little bit short, not too long. So here we go. The Kirby Good Boys about to start the fifth inning, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to their sixth batter. He's coming out. This is the center fielder. He grounded out to third base. So here we go. This is his second at bat. He's 0 for 1. So here we go. He's a 2. So a 2 versus a 4 is a pitcher's range. So let me see. That's a 200 on batting. So he has to hit a 20 or lower. Here we go. Let's see if the center fielder can have a base hit at least, and he will get a 50. Absolutely not. And that's a 0 there. A 0 will be a runners caught on at base, but there's no runners. So that will be, a ground out. Remember I told you at first base. There you go. Now we're going to the right fielder. He's rated a 1, so 4 versus 1. That's a 170. Let's see if he can get himself on base. Here we go, 170. And that will be, oh my God, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. That's a 1, and this might be a home run. Yes, absolutely. And look at this, the Kirby Good Boys. They're going to get a home run from their right fielder. So he's going to hit here a home run. And, of course, an RBI. There you go. That's a home run right there. The first one today of the game. And now they're up 2 runs to none. Oh, my God. The right fielder. He popped up to the catcher at his first at-bat. Now does he come here in second at-bat? He's 1 for 2 hitting the homer. Oh, my God. Oh, unbelievable. What a great hit right there by the right fielder. Now we're going to the catcher. He is a 0. So a 4 versus a 0 will be a 130. Let's see if he can go back-to-back. They can hit homers. Here we go. The catcher, his second at-bat. He grounded out to the first baseman. Here we go. What is he going to do here? Can he get a good result? That's going to be a 97. Woo. 97, so that's a strikeout. So I'm just gonna put here I'm just gonna put a strikeout. A K. I was putting SO, but I don't even know why, but I'll just put a K, meaning that he struck out. And now that's gonna be 1 out. We have our white die here for the outs. So that's 1 out. And here we go. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. What happened here? Oh, no, that's actually 2 outs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I forgot that the center fielder, he went in. He grounded out to first base. So, that's a strikeout. Now we're going to our 9th batter. That's the DH, the designated hitter. He had line drive to the pitcher. He's a second at bat. He's 0 for 1, of course. The DH right here, he's a 0, so he's going to be a 130 here. Here we go. Let's see if we can roll low to get a good result. Here we go. He lets it go, and that will be a 21. Oh, my God. And that's going to be a line drive to the pitcher. And once again, this guy right here, he line drives to the pitcher for the second time in a row. Oh, my God. So a 1, 2, 3. Well, that's the 3rd out. And right now, that's the homer there at the 5th inning by the right fielder. Wow. He's only rated 1. Now we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2 runs to none. The Kirby Good Boys over the San Francisco Punishers. So here we go. The batter coming up for the San Francisco Punishers here. And that it is that's going to be the 5th batter. That's the left fielder. He grounded out to the second baseman. Let's see if he can get a base hit here. So a 4, and he's a tremendous and an excellent hitter, a great offensive batter right there. He's a 4. So a 4 versus a 1 will be, let's see, okay, right here, 1 versus a 4. That would be a 290 right there. Okay, so a 290 hitting average right there. Possibility of getting a hit here for the left fielder. Let's see if he can hit it. He needs to hit a 29 or lower. Oh my God, he just went 3 points over. A 32. And that's going to be a 2 will be a pop up to the catcher. Oh Oh my God, he was close. He went over only by 3 points. So here we go, and that's going to be the first out. One out here, in the bottom of the fifth inning. Here comes the center fielder. He's a zero. So a zero. Let's see, a one versus a zero will be a 210 right there. So a 210 here for the center fielder. This is second at bat. He flied out to the center field. Here we go. A 210 here. Need it. Oh my God, look at this. He just missed the 4. He would have hit a home run. But he hits a 5 right here. 0-0 with a 5. And he's going to go all the way to third base. He hits a triple, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, and I'm just going to put here third base. 3B for a triple. So he hits and he goes all the way to third base. Unbelievable. Here we go. And now we have runners in scoring position. The center field at third base. Here we go. Here comes the next batter, and that's going to be the right fielder. He popped up to the catcher. Let's see if he can have a scoring possibility here, bringing in that third base scoring runner to home plate. Here we go. And this guy, he's a 3. He's an outstanding hitter, the right fielder. So a 1 versus a 3, a 1 versus a 3 will be a 270. So a 27 right there, the minimum. Here we go. Let's see if we can hit it right here. And that will be, oh my God, a 67. And a 67, so a 7 will be a fly out to the left fielder. Yep, a fly out to the left fielder. There you go. And I know that, if in real life in baseball, hitters that really hit that ball real deep in the center or whatever, in the left and the right side, the third baseman is gonna tag, right? He's gonna then try to attempt to run to home plate. When they throw that ball to see if they can pin him, right? Catch him on the home plate to get him out. I know, I wish I could have that ability here where I can do it, but I don't think. Let me see. I don't think. Well, it does have it. It says something about a plus, and it says that if a batter with a plus scores a hit between 13 and 21%, will earn an extra base hit only against a defense with 0 plus fielders. Any plus fielders will hold extra bases to a single. So yeah, I know, and I don't know if he would have been a plus. I'm pretty sure he would have had that third baseman runner coming in at home plate to score. But oh well. All right, so that's a fly out to the left fielder, and that's gonna be what? That's gonna be, is that okay, 2 outs, right? Yeah. So 2 outs already for the South Postal Punishers. And here we go. This is let me see. I don't know if it was a pop up to the catcher. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I'm kind of lost. But oh well, let's get this game going. This will be the catcher, and he grounded out the first base, his second at bat. He's 0 for 1, of course. Here we go. What is he gonna do here? He's a 2. So a 1 versus a 2, a 1 versus a 2 will be a 230. So a 230 right here. Let's see if we can get a base hit. And that will be a 60. That's a 0. So runner caught at base. So, but like I said, that will be a out. That'll be a ground out to first base. The same thing. So there you go. And there you go. That's the third out. They leave a runner. So I'm just gonna put here another line, like like a 1 right there, like a little, yeah, like a 1. Indicating that's 2. That's 2 runners that they have stranded. And yep, they leave runners at base. And now we're going to the sixth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2 runs to none. The Kirby Good Boys still have the lead. Here we go. They have the runner here at coming in at home plate, and that's we're going back to the first baseman, and he's 0 for 3. He get grounded out to first baseman and popped up to the catcher. He's a 0. So a 4 versus a 0 will be a 130. Let's see. Here we go. So 130 here in the hitting average. What is he gonna do? And that's gonna be an 84. Oh my god. And a 4 will be a ground out to second base. So a ground out to second base. Okay, here we go. And now we're going to our let's see. Now we're going to just 1 out. Okay, let's put it like that. 1 out. Now we're going to our second baseman. And he's 0 for 2. He had a triple, and then he's 1 for 2. He line drive to the shortstop. So here we go. He's a 0 also. So a 4 versus a 0 will be a 130. Here we go. Let's see if the second baseman can get another triple or a double or a single. Let's see. Here we go. And that will be a 26. Oh my god, he went over 13 more. And that's gonna be a 6. Will be a line drive to the shortstop. Oh my god, look at this. Unbelievable. Yep. That's the second time that he's hit a line drive to the shortstop. Oh my god. I think the shortstop has been reading him real good. He knows where the ball is going to go once he swings at that bat. So here we go. We're going to the third baseman. And this, he is, what is it? He is 1 for 2. He hit a double with an RBI. And he grounded out to the third baseman. So here we go. This is the third baseman. So a 4 versus a 1. That will be a 170. So a 17 will be the maximum to get a hit. Here we go. Let's see if he can get a base hit right here. And that will be a 92. Oh my god, that's going to be a strikeout. And he's going to strike out right here. And he's now, what is it? He's now 1 for 3 now. So he strikes out. And what is it? Yep, and that will be the third out. That's it. And it's no runs at all. Still 2-0. Kirby Good Boys over the Southport Stoke Punishers. And now we're going to, what is it? To the bottom of the sixth inning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. And this will be their DH, their designated hitter. He line drives to the pitcher. He's 0 for 1. He's a 2. So a 1 versus a 2, that will be a 230. Here we go. So a 23 will be the maximum hit for the DH. Here we go. He rolls it, and that will be a 32. Oh my god. And that will be, let's see, 2. That will be a pop-up to the catcher. All right. So that's it for him now. And now we have, well, we'll just put it here. 1 out. And now we're going to the second batter coming up to the plate, and that will be the first baseman. He's 0 for 2. He struck out, then a fly out to the left fielder. And right now he is a 2. So a 1 versus a 2 will be a 230 as well. Here we go. He has a 230, so a 23 the maximum. Here we go. 230. Let's see if we can get a base hit. Oh my god, that's a 35. And that 5 will be a grounder to the third baseman. Grounded to the third baseman, okay. And that will be the second out right there. So 2 away here at the bottom of the 6th. And the other batter coming up to the plate, and this is one, just an outstanding and a dangerous hitter. The second baseman, he's rated a 4. So a 1 versus a 4 will be a 290. Wow. So a 290 batting average. So it's a 29 the maximum on the hit. Here we go. Let's see if you can get a runners on base. Here we go. And he'll let it go. That'll be a 41. Oh my God. So a 1 will be a line drive to the pitcher. All right, and that will be a 1, 2, 3 inning, and that's it. No runs for the South Boston Punishers going into the top of the 7th. The Kirby Good Boys are up on 2 runs to none over the South Boston Punishers, and now we're going to the top of the 7th. So does this guy still reach their innings max limit? Nope, they haven't. They have 1 more inning. So they'll be pulled out. They'll pull their relief pitcher. Of course, they'll go to the bullpen once they hit the 8th inning for both. So here we go. We're going to the next batter. And that will be, let's see. That will be their shortstop. He's 0 for 2. He flied out to the left fielder and a line drive to the shortstop. So here we go. He is a 2. So a 4 versus a 2 will be a 200. Here we go. So a 200 here. And that will be a 98. Oh my God. And he almost walked. He almost had a walk. But oh well. And he's going to have to deal with that. So that's going to be a strikeout. And that's, he strikes out right there. So that's already, believe it or not, that is how many strikeouts? That's 1, 2, 3. So that's already 3 strikeouts for their 4 rated pitcher. Good job by the pitcher right there. But still, they're down by 2 runs. That's 1 out. Now we have the second batter coming up to the home plate, and that is the left fielder. He's 0 for 2, grounded out to the third base and line drive to the shortstop. So here we go. He's a 2, so a 4 versus a 2 will also be as well a 200. Here we go. Let's see if you can get the bats going here. And that will be a 26. Oh my God, he just missed it. So a 6 will be a line drive to the shortstop. Once again, man, the shortstop is just like having it his way, because he's like, what? I already know where you're going with that ball. I already know where you're swinging it at. So I'm going to be right there to get the out. So that will be the second out already. 2 away. Here at the top of the 7th, here comes the third batter coming to home plate. That's the center fielder. He's 0 for 2, grounded out to third baseman and grounded out to the first baseman. So here we go. What's going to happen here? Let's see if we can get a base hit. Let's see. Here we go. So he is a 2, and that's, of course, that's well a 200. Let's see if you can get a base hit here. And that will be a 86. Oh my God. And that will be a line drive to the shortstop. Oh my God. And the shortstop, man, he is not allowing them to get a base hit at all. So that's a 1, 2, 3 inning. And that's no runs at all for the Kirby Good Boys, but they're still up 2 runs to none. We're going to the bottom of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. We have our first batter coming up to the home plate. The start of the bottom of the 7th. And that will be the third baseman. He's a 0. He's 0 for 2, grounded to third base and grounded to first base. So 1 versus a 0 will be a 210. So here we go. This is a 210 on the batting average. A 21 the maximum. Here we go. And that will be a 57. A 7, a fly out to left fielder. Fly out to left fielder. Okay. All right, so that'll be 1 out. Okay, now we're going to the the second batter, and that would be the shortstop. He's over 2, grounded to first base, and he flied out to the right fielder. He's a 1. So a 1 versus a 1, what would it be? A 1 versus a 1 will be a 210. Okay. So a 210. 21 will be the maximum. And that will be a 30. Oh my God. And that will be a 0. So it means runners caught at base, but there's really no runners. So it's just a ground out to first base. Okay. That would be 2 outs already. Now we're going to a third batter. Here comes, this is the left fielder. 0 for 2. He grounded out to second baseman, and he popped up to the catcher, and he's a great hitter. He's a 4. So a 1 versus a 4 will be a 290 here. A 29. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a base hit. And finally, let's see. Here we go. A 29, and that will be a 41. Oh my God. So a 1 will be a line drive to the pitcher. Line drive to the pitcher. Okay. And that's a 1-2-3 inning, ladies and gentlemen. And no runs there in the bottom of the 7th. And now we're going to the top of the 8th inning, and this is where I will put a circle here to indicate that he's already out. They're bringing out the relieving pitcher. I'll put right here, he's rated a 2. Put RP, and then I will put a 1, like in parentheses. So I don't know how you call that symbol, but meaning that he's only going to be able to pitch for 1 inning, and then they're going to bring out their close pitcher. And he's going to he's a 2, but of course, you know, they're going to keep him for the remaining of the game if they go the extra innings. So here we go. So he's a 2. So the ratings go a little bit down for the pitching staff of the Southwest Snow Punishers, and the ratings for the batters go, I guess, a little bit more up, but we'll see right now. It probably won't make really a huge difference, but we're going to the first batter, and that will be the right fielder. He popped up to the catcher, and this is the guy that got a home run. Yeah. So he put him up 2 runs to none. Here we go, the right fielder. Can he do it again? So this is a 1 versus, so a 2 versus a 1. A 2 versus a 1 will be a 190. So a 19 will be the maximum. Here we go. Let's see if you can get another base hit, and that will be a 98. Oh my God, he's going to strike out. There you go. So that's already, what is it? 1 out. 1 out, just put him here. Okay. Now we're going to the second batter. He's a 0. He's the catcher. He's 0 for 2. Grounded to first, and he struck out. Here comes the catcher. He's a 0. So a 2 versus a 0 would be a 170. 17 will be the maximum. Here we go. And that will... Oh my God, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get another home run. From 00 to 4, so he hit a 00 to a 2. That will be a home run. Oh my God! Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, and he gets an RBI, of course. He punches in another run for the Kirby Good Boys. Now they're up 3-0. Unbelievable! Hits a home run, and we're still 1 out. Here we go. They're up now. They increased the lead 3 runs to none. Here we go. And now we're going to, let's see. Let me see. And now we're going to, wait a minute. I forgot. So really, I don't know what the 1 means. Is that for outs? How many outs he's gonna play, or the? I don't even know. Well, let's see. Okay. You know what? And they're gonna bring out. They're gonna pull out their relieving pitcher because I made a mistake, but it's not a huge deal. You know, it's not a big problem. But it's just that when I put a one in parentheses, that meant that he was only able to go out there and pitch for one out, only for he was trying to get an out. And I don't know if he allowed a home run or a run or whatever might be the case. They'll pull him out, of course, and bring out their close pitcher, and he will just close out the rest of the game, right? So, okay, so they're bringing out, they pull out the relief pitcher, and they're bringing in the other two-rated close pitcher here. And I'm not even going to put the parentheses because he's just going to finish the game. So here we go. We're going to the DH, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 2. He line drive twice in a row to the pitcher. Here we go. Let's see what he's going to get. So a 2 versus a 0 will be a 170. Here we go. Let's see if we can get another home run right here. And he lets it go. That's a 68. An 8 will be a fly out to the center fielder. Okay, so there you go. That'll be 2 away. Now we're going to our fourth batter, and that will be going back to the first baseman. He's 0 for 3. He grounded out to first base, popped up to the catcher, and he grounded out to the second baseman. He's a 0, so a 2 versus 0 will be a 170 as well. Here we go. What are they going to do here? And that will be a 65, so a 5 will be a grounder to third base. Okay, grounded out to third base. And there you go, the third out, and that's it. But we get a home run from the catcher with an RBI and makes it now 3-0. Yep. 1 run right there. It's 3-0. Kirby Good Boys over the South Pole Store Punishers. Now we're going here as their starting pitcher. He's a 1. He's going to be pulled out at the 8th inning. And they're going to bring in the relief pitcher. He's rated a 1. And he has a parentheses 1, so he definitely is just going to be able to pitch 1 out, and then from there they bring out the close pitcher. So here we go. Come on, South Pole Store Punishers. You have to get the bats going because you're down now by 3 runs. They have not done anything all day. A lot of flyouts, a lot of groundouts, a lot of, well, not that many strikeouts, but yeah, they need to get the bats going. They have not got anything going on. Good for them here. They get at least a base hit. So here we go. This is the center fielder. He's a 0. So, oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. I made a big mistake. So they're, oh, what did I do? Oh my God, I made a big mistake. You see, this is why I'm messing up a lot. But it don't matter. So, but like I said, they're okay. I'm just gonna put 1 right here. I messed up there, but I'm sorry. So that's a 2, but it's okay. The close pitcher is good. Here, the relief pitcher of the Kirby Good Boys is a 2. Sorry about that. So that's a 2 right there. Okay, so before we go any further, we start the inning. So here we go. The relief pitcher. What is he going to do here? This is the center fielder. He's 0 for 2. Fly down to center field, and he hit a triple. So he was really good on that one. He hit a triple. So that's a 0 versus a 2. So 2 versus a 0 will be a 170. Let's see if you can get something going here. And that will be a 90. Oh my God, and that will be a strikeout. So he's going to strike out right there. That'll be 1 away. And now we're going to the second batter, and that will be the right fielder. He popped up to the catcher and flied out to the left fielder. Here we go. He's a 3, so he's an excellent batter. So a 2 versus a 3 will be a 250. So a 25 here on the maximum. Let's see if he can get it right here. He lets it go. He swings. Will be a 73. So a 3 will be a grounder to first baseman. Wow, unbelievable, man. This guys cannot get anything going. That's already 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Now they're bringing their third batter. That's the catcher. He's 0 for 2. He grounded out twice to the third baseman. So here we go. He is a 2, so a 2 versus a 2 will be a 220. Here we go. What is he going to do here? He needs to hit a 22, the maximum. And that will be a 73, the same thing, a grounder to the first baseman. Oh my God. So that will be a 1-2-3 inning for the South Postal Punishers. Oh, well, I was supposed to bring my close picture. Okay, well, I'm gonna bring them out on the next one. So yeah, I'll just put it, but it's the same thing pretty much, you know. It's the same thing. They're both rated at 2. Okay, so there you go. We're about to go ahead and go to what is it? Okay, they scored no runs. We already know that. So now we're going to the top of the ninth inning. Here we go. Who's the first batter coming up to home plate? That's the second baseman. He's 0 for 3. He had a triple. Line drive to shortstop twice. So here we go. So he's 1 for 3. Here we go. He's a 0. So a 2 versus a 0 would be a 170. Let's see what he'll do. Let's see if he can put up more runs to secure the win. On the 170, that's an 8. And it'll be a fly out to the center field. Okay, so there you go. That's 1 away. There's 1 away right there. Now we're going to the second batter. He is the third baseman, and he hit a double with an RBI, and then he grounded out to the third baseman and struck out. So he's 1 for 3. He's a 1. So a 2 versus a 1 would be a 190. 190, and that will be a 6. Oh my God, look at this. And this guy is unbelievable. He's going to hit a triple. Yep, third baseman. He's going to hit a triple and go all the way to third baseman. He hit a 00 and a 6 on the row on the die, D100 and D10. So a 5 and a 6 will give you a triple. Oh my God. So he gets a base hit right there in the triple. Runners in scoring position already. So here we go. We're going to we're going to our third batter, and that is the shortstop. And this guy, he's 0 for 3. Flied out to left field. Line drive to shortstop, and he struck out. Let's see, he's a 2. So a 2 versus a 2 will be a 220. Here we go. Let's see if we can get that runner from third base to home plate to score another run. And he hits a 28. Oh my God, he just missed it by 6. That's going to be an 8 and a fly out to center field. So a fly out to center field. Okay. All right. Okay, so now that's already 2 away. And now we're going to our fourth batter, and that's going to be the left fielder. He's 0 for 3. Grounded to third base, and he line drive the shortstop twice. He's 0 for 3. He's a 2, so the same thing, right? 2 and 2. 2 versus 2 will be a 220. Let's see if we can get another run. Let's see if we can get that runner at third base to score. Come on. You can do it. Just needs to hit a 22 or lower. And that will be a 53. No, he's not going to do it. Grounded to first base. And there you go. That's it. Third out. They leave a runner on third base. They strand 2. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We had a triple by, who was it? A triple by the third baseman. So he's now, believe it or not, he's 2 for 4. Hit a double with RBI and a triple. And I'm telling you, he has to probably be the player of the game. So here we go. Um, we're going to the bottom of the ninth, ladies and gentlemen. And this, we're going to our DH, designated hitter. Um, this is his third at bat. And he is 0 for 2. Line drive to the pitcher, pop up to the catcher. Here we go. A 2 versus a 2, so that will be a 220. Here we go. Let's see if you can get some things going here. Let's see. And that will be a 94. He's going to strike out. Oh my God. And that's going to be one away. So they're just, Kirby Good Boys are just 2 outs away from closing out this game and getting the win. Here we go. And this is the second batter is the first baseman. He's 0 for 3, struck out, fly out to left field, and grounded out to the third baseman. Here we go. He's a 2. The same thing, 2 versus 2 will be a 220. Let's see if you can get things going here. He needs to get on base, get a base hit. And that will be a 63. Oh my God. Grounded to the first baseman. Yep. He's now 0 for 4. And now that is 2 away, ladies and gentlemen. What's going to happen here? 2 away. And this is the third batter coming up. And this is the second baseman. He's an excellent hitter. He's a 4-rated hitter. But he's 1 for 3. He had a walk, struck out, and he line drive to the pitcher. Here we go. The final out. And the Kirby Good Boys are going to win this game. Here we go. What are they going to do here? Let's see if the second baseman, Ray to the 4, can do it. So a 2 versus a 4 will be a 270. A 27 here in the maximum. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Can you get a base hit? 78. That'll be an 8 fly out to the center field. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3 inning. And that's the ball game right there. And the Kirby Good Boys are going to win this one. 3 runs to none. They shut them out. And they got how many base hits? Let me see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Oh my God. So just, let me just put here R and then hits. So they got what? They only got 5 base hits. So that's, let me see. Let me do it again. It's 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. So only 5 base hits. And for the South Posto Punishers, they got no runs. So they got, let's see. Man, I'm telling you, this is what it's about. This game, baseball games. I mean, depending on which one you're playing, but really, there's really not that many. You're not gonna get that many runs or base hits unless it depends on how you roll. If you really good at rolling extremely low, then you're gonna have some real good high results and some good high scoring games. But like if you're not rolling that good and you're rolling you're rolling high, like frequently, you're really not going to get that many base hits or runs, and it kind of makes the game kind of boring. But at the same time, it's kind of it feels kind of all right. Feel like you feel like you're having fun because you pretty much you don't catch a lot of people playing baseball games like this. But like me, I really wasn't doing this back in the days. I really never caught my attention playing dice rolling baseball games, but ever since I started watching Brian from Clark Addison games and Jason Graham and John Turnbull, and then now he put out when he made that video Dead Ball, and then my other friend Don, he introduced it to me. He gave me some files. I started reading it, and I said, you know what, this really looks kind of interesting to play. So here I'm looking at that. So that's 1 hit, 1 base hit. 1 base hit. Oh my God. Can you believe that? Oh my God. Look at this. Only one base hit. Can you believe that? That was a triple. Okay. Oh well. Well, that's it. And so I'm not really gonna get into the picture. You know, the winning, losses, and all that stuff. Who got the save? We'll just leave it like that. So the Kirby Good Boys, ladies and gentlemen, win this game 3 runs to nothing. So they get 5 base hits the whole game and 1 base hit by the Southwest Punishers, and they could not get no runs in, no RBI. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is, I did a quick dice baseball game here. This off the Jason Crahan's Big Country Time Sports baseball books. So, like I said, I will be getting on that dead ball, and I gotta just already, did a lot of research, watched videos, so I'm pretty sure I have a clue idea. I know what I'm, I figured it out. So I'll be creating some players and some teams and all that good stuff. So now stay tuned in. So if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you don't mind. I will highly appreciate it. And once again, this was Quick Dice Baseball. And y'all have a great and a blessing, wonderful day, okay? And y'all stay safe out there, right? Catch you on the next episode. Peace.